The life of raising cattle in Kentucky. People don't realize when raising cattle, there is a process of you have to breed them. And then at this point, this is my son and his dad, which was my first husband, just FYI, they are having to separate the cows that have been bred, and they're getting ready to have their babies, their calves. And these cattle are pregnant, and they're separating them because my son is anticipating which cows are getting ready to have their babies, so he can keep them in a different lot. So I just wanted to, thought some people might be interested. And here I'm in the truck with my grandbaby, just FYI, because I moved up to Kentucky to be with my grandbabies and my boys too. And so my son raises cattle, and he so is in this part of the year is they're getting ready to have their babies. So he's separating them, and it's feed time too. So that's what's going on in this video. And toward the end of the video, he has some in a different lot, and there's one that's is lopped ear that he bought for his wife for his birthday. So I had to include pictures of that because that's a Brahma, which is different, and you can see where it had rained and it was all wet here. But anyhow, so they're in the process of feeding them and separating the cattle. So because he has figured out who's getting ready to have their babies. And you can see there's a couple babies already out there. But some of these, you can see, well, I don't know if you could tell, the cattle are big because they're pregnant. But anyhow, just for a little FYI, anyone's interested, there is a process when you breed cattle and getting ready to have babies. And when you have a small lot, at least, there's not hundreds. I think there's 20 or 30 cows he has here. But he does food nutrition for cattle. So you can get better nutrition for your cows and save some money. But anyhow, so these cows, he's in the process of doing that. So that's kind of what's going on in this video. And there's a whole lot more, with cows and their faces being white and not white, and their bull happens to be a black bull. And I find it very interesting how the color of the cow and the calves that come out of them. I always love to see the calves when they come out every year. And they're so cute too. But so then he has some that he keeps that he has at his new farm that he's living at now, that he's just trying to raise. And he had bought some calves. That's my son right there walking. And his dad had passed by a few times. But it was just kind of interesting watching him do this. And I was holding my grandbaby, my son's son at the time, doing this. But just what FYI, but it's just it's a whole different world when you're up here in the country. There's some cows and some calves that I think these were up on my son's property. These are on my son's property. There's the Brahma back there. These are so used to getting treated. They're sitting on there. They come up to you and they expect to get some feed from you and everything. So it's kind of interesting when you walk up to them. They come over to you because they expect feed. There's the Brahma right there. Thank you and enjoy.